What's up, guys? It's Zara Harley, of course, for Trans Youth. And this week's topic it's sort of one we've done before, but I think it's kind of different. It's trans children, except with this one, it's would you, or at least what I'm going to talk about them. Yeah. Well, I was really interested in this topic, and I want to see what everybody else has to say about it, and people who comment, I want to see what you have to say about it. It's just kind of something that I was curious about. Chances of it happening are unlikely because, well, you're trans, and then if you have a trans child yourself, that's just pretty unlikely of happening. But yeah, if you, as a trans woman or a trans man, whoever, you have a child, and then from a young age they know that they're trans and they're going to transition themselves. How do you deal with it? Do you deal with it the same way a cis person would, or do you deal with it differently because you went through the same thing? Um, I honestly feel like I'd treat the whole situation differently. I'd want them to know that they're going to live a harder life than the average person. They're going to have a harder time finding love. They're going to have a harder time finding work. Just basically living their life. They're going to have a harder time with everything. But, it's worth it in the end because you're happy. Um, yeah. I would treat the situation differently. Basically, if from a young age, um, I'm talking about pre-puberty, like once they're older, I'd say once they're about 16, they can do whatever they want. They would still need my permission, but I would give it to them to do whatever they want. But from, but if they were to start at the age of about 5 or so, that's kind of a different story. I mean, even if they're 16, still, you want them to know what they're in for. You want them to be 100% sure that this is what they want. Because you hear about people who transition, regret it later, and transition back. That's not an easy thing to do, and it's also a lot of money, a lot of years spent. I'm not sure if people regret the entire thing, but because I'm definitely not going to be one of those people. But you just want to make sure that they are making the right decision for themselves. That doesn't change whether they're 5 years old or 50 years old. But when they are younger age, it's your responsibility kind of to deal with it. When they are younger, you would I mean I would anyway, let them dress however they want, let them play with whatever toys they want. If my born son wants to play with a Barbie, who am I to stop them? And I say them because if they're a trans child, I mean, it could be born male, transition to female, who knows? So if they want to play with a Barbie, let them play with a Barbie. If they want to play with GI Joes, let them play with GI Joes. If they want to wear dresses or shorts and shirts, I don't care. Um, and of course, there'd also be the issue of school. They'd go to school, they'd possibly get bullied. Well, they probably would get bullied. Actually, also, this depends on what situation the world is in at the time. I mean, maybe by the time I'm having my own children, maybe it'll be a little bit better, the world, for trans people. Probably not. It'll take a bit more time than that, but you never know. I'm fighting for our future. Who knows what we'll get. Um, but yeah, just, yeah. I would, up until that, like, I guess when the child tells me that, and we're gonna say that this is a trans girl, just as example, they want to wear a dress, I'd be like, here, wear this dress. I bought you a dress. I let them do that for as long as they want. See if it's a phase that they're going through. But then, around the time that they hit puberty, so about, I don't know, 12, 11, 12, whenever kids hit puberty, I don't know. If they're still dead set on being trans, then I would let them start the hormones because, well, before you hit puberty, there's really no use in the hormones. But then the less puberty that your body goes through of the wrong gender, the better. So any trans girl who's started hormones from the very beginning of their puberty is very lucky, and I'm very jealous of them. So that would be my child. Um, yeah, I would just want to be sure that they knew what they were in for. And this is also assuming they're younger. If they were older, say 16, maybe even older than that, maybe they've already moved to the house. Well, same thing. I would just want them to know the kind of life, the quality of life that they're possibly putting themselves into as being a trans person, trans man, trans woman. And also, I'd want them to be sure that they're not going to regret it later on in life. So, yeah, that's basically it. I want feedback on this, so leave comments because I want to hear what other people say. And well, from trans people because I want to see if you feel like you would treat the situation differently because you're trans, or cis people, and just say what you do to with your kid if they were trans. Um, yeah, so this is our Hardy for Trans Youth. Yeah, I know my voice sounds disgusting today. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just weird sounding. Um, but yeah, leave a comment, and also if you have a question for us, email it to transychannel@gmail.com, and we'll probably answer it. So yeah. This is our Harley for Trans Youth. Love you guys.